Welcome, everyone, to RacinBoys TV. I'm Scott Traylor with Scotty Cook. We're out on the road with the Lucas Oil ASCS Sprint Car Dirt Series trip to the Northwest. First stop really in the Northwest is here in Billings, Montana, Billings Motorsports Park. And, Scotty, let's step back to I-90 where Logan Foiler picked up his second win of the 2012 season.
Great job by the young man. A token of consistency since he's put a little happiness in his pocket recently with 2 wins on the tour, making himself believe now more so than I think I can.
Yeah, started out last year driving for Harley Van Dyke. Towards the end of last year, decided to break out the family car, parted ways with Harley, and they started off with gangbusters. The first race out of the box, picked up the win at El Paso. Then they picked up the win here just a few weeks ago in the Sizzling Summer Speed Weeks at Arclatech Speedway. That guy's showing a lot of speed out of that Maxim chassis, and he is moving his way up. Now just 5 points out of the top 5 in points, 5 points behind Tony Bruce Jr.
Indeed, and you can see the confidence brimming in him behind the wheel every time that he gets out onto the track, and it's proof apparent. More consistently recently in the top 10 and in the top 5s in these podium finishes. So Logan's coming along and factoring himself into what is already a very, very heated points chase right now up to this point.
Unfortunately, for the race at I-90, you know, we talked about Lyle and Dawn. They do such a great job trying to get the people to show up and promoting that racetrack. But unfortunately, it took rubber and really wasn't much of a race, to be honest.
Well, and in those instances, we run across that from time to time. And given Mother Nature, track surfaces, different parts of the country, everyone races on the same track. And so it was just very important that night. We all know when we know a track's going to take rubber, it's going to be a mad scramble off the start. It's get there and get there early and often as you can before the racetrack takes rubber and get every position you can, because after that, it's a carousel. And that's what we saw. But, hey, a great facility. You know, you just hate to see it take rubber every now and again.
Right. Well, that's just part of dirt track racing. Scotty, we were supposed to race here in Billings on Monday night, but unfortunately Mother Nature set in about 2 hours before the event. You can see the press box right here behind us here at Billings Motorsports Park. And there was a moment last night, Scotty, when you and Brian Hobart and myself were sitting in the booth thinking, this probably isn't really smart with these nearly 70 to 80 mile an hour winds blowing through here. Trash cans are flying. The teams were leaving. Pretty big storm that we had roll through here last night.
Well, when we were rolling out of here last night, you asked me, was there ever a point in time where you thought we're going down? And you remember I told you, well, you know, I thought this thing's been here a while, and this typically is how the weather is around here. So if this place has been here and been through this, it ain't going to come down now. Well, just a little bit ago, I talked to the locals and the owners here. They said they'd never seen it like this here before. 60 to 80 mile an hour winds, and we rode it out right back here. But we're here. Hey, let's go. Let's do it again tonight.
If you've watched the Scott and Scotty Road Show, you know we're not all that smart, so we decided to ride it out.
You got a mouse in your pocket.
Right. I think we can speak for both of us. We've moved it over here, though, fortunately for us, that the promoters here are willing to take a chance and move it to Tuesday night. We'll go on and move on to Great Falls on Wednesday night. So let's talk about this racetrack right now. Yesterday when we showed up, Scotty, the track was really dry, and we were thinking, man, they need to put some water on that deal. Then Mother Nature came in, dumped all that water on, I guess nearly an inch from what I'm being told.
Or more, maybe.
Well, I was just told here a little bit ago, about nearly an inch, or just like you say, maybe a little bit more. But
it was a toe choker regardless.
It definitely was. But anyway, there is some water out on the track. Down on the bottom, you can tell it's a little bit heavy. Up towards the top, there's a little water. But it's still really dry in the center of the track. And after looking at turns 1 and 2, Scotty, this could be the kind of track that I know that you really enjoy, a cowboy up track here tonight.
Indeed, that is my favorite type of track. And as we are maybe 2 hours from the first flight of hot laps that'll hit the racing surface tonight, as I look at it right now, it's just like I don't know what it is. Like you say, we've got slick,
dry in the middle.
Dry in the middle. We've got mud on the bottom. We've got it tilled up and mud on the top. And I look down here in turn 1 and 2, and looks like it might be cowboy up. I don't know what to expect tonight, other than I think it's going to be cowboy up and exciting. We'll wait and see.
Well, we're looking forward to it. We hope that you enjoy what we're doing out here on the road. We're going to try to do a little segment for each race that we go to, and we'll try to shoot as much video as possible. For Scotty Cook, I'm Scott Traylor.